It's 1997, and we're going to talk about Con Air. My name is Brian Lee. To my right is
Christopher Lee.
To my left,
Bran Bran.
Yeah, all right. Con Air.
Con Air.
And Heretic. Juicier Than Thou. That's kind of weird sounding.
All right.
Christopher Lee already opened his. Bran Bran and I will open ours.
Juicier Than Thou, New England style India Pale Ale with mango. Genuine craft beer, never filtered, no shortcuts.
All over the new laptop.
Yeah. And a paper thank you, Bran Bran.
Hey, grab a slice of cheese while you're at it.
Soak it up with my notes.
I have to grab a slice of cheese. He's gonna grab a slice of cheese. I'm so happy. Oh yeah.
Is it just like Kraft Single?
Yep. The greasiest of the cheeses. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, so we're drinking a Heretic Juicier Than Thou, and we're eating Kraft Singles.
4 seconds in, and this has already gone off the rails. I'm spilling beer. Brian has Kraft Singles. He has waxy cheese.
So
Accents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
We got to move with accents,
Back
man.
to the accents.
You know what though? I will say, this is so I've never seen this movie in its entirety.
Oh, really?
Same here.
Really?
Like I've only seen like
wow.
parts of it, like whenever it's on TBS or you know, like I'm at the treadmill at work.
Yeah. I've seen it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
La-di-da.
It might be Nick Cage's most likable character.
Yes. I really like The Rock. His character, because he plays an awkward scientist.
Yeah.
And he plays awkward well.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's also good in It Can Happen to You.
Yes.
Yes.
Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is totally.
Yeah.
I thought he wasn't that bad. I know this is gonna go to you. You might like this one. I thought he was really what's the word? I don't know the word, but Boy in Blue. I thought he played well acted there. I know it was one of his
Man, you are all over the place.
it was one of his first ones, but I do think like he played that character pretty well for what it needed to be. I think that was one of his other ones.
Right. Cameron Poe.
So are we saying we're...
How are you eating that?
Piece at a time.
Like a...
I hope
Well,
that's
not really a piece of a time, because it's one piece.
It's multiple pieces of a piece.
So not only are we having Heretic Juicier Than Thou, we are also having Kraft American Singles.
American Singles.
So are we saying we're okay with his accent in this movie?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems
Yeah.
legitimate,
Okay.
genuine.
Trivia-wise...
Hummingbird.
I like, it almost seemed like IMDb was like, I hate to say this phrase, but IMDb was throwing shade at Nicolas Cage.
Oh boy.
Because it says Nicolas Cage traveled to Alabama to perfect his accent. Perfect with air quotes. So that made me chuckle.
So Nick Cage's, is it his wife at the, like from the get-go?
Yeah.
Yes, his wife who looked distractingly like Paige Van Zandt.
I could see that.
UFC fighter.
Yeah.
It was, like I said, it was like distracting.
Right.
Yeah.
Trisha Poe.
Yes.
Trisha Poe.
This is also, by the way, a Bruckheimer film. The Rock was also one.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Continue.
So he's getting back from the military.
He's a ranger. Right.
Yes.
And they make a point. They say Rangers never leave a man behind. So that's really, you hear that. And like I said, he gets back and you find out when he's talking to his wife that he was a bad boy when he was young. But the guys at the bar are like trying to like pick a fight with them and stuff. Yeah, it's all like very cliche stuff.
Even before that, I find it very disturbing whenever a girl calls their boyfriend or husband daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And this is yes. Go ahead. What?
No, he's just eating that cheese real weird.
Fine. She's gone now. Are you happy? Bunch of bullies. Cheese bullies.
That sounds like a delicious snack. Cheese bullies from the makers of Cheez-Its.
Just like a bowl of cheese, and you can eat the bowl because it's made of cheese.
The bowl itself is made of cheese. Oh, all right, I can get down with this.
I'm gonna be a minute.
You're gonna be, you're gonna be a what?
I'm gonna be a minute.
It was a lot of cheese at once.
Yeah. Why'd you say that so funny?
It's all stuck.
You're stuck. Sound like Sean Connery.
That's why I have to eat cheese to do my Sean Connery impression.
Is it? And then this is how you know it's the 90s, because I think it's only twice, but LeAnn Rimes. How Do I Live?
Is that who that was? I didn't.
Come on now.
No, I know the song. I can sing the song.
Trisha Yearwood?
Yearwood? No, I don't know who it was. I just saw the How Can I Breathe Without You? I want to know how can I breathe without you? Do you ever go? How do I survive?
You know a lot of those lyrics, dude.
I know. Yeah.
Just picture you in your bedroom, just like swaying. How do I?
Dude, I know so much
cheese.
Yeah, I know.
I just cheese bullies.
we have to trademark that because someone's gonna copy our cheese bullies.
Cheese bullies.
In your face. Oh.
Yeah.
I know that's part of the trivia was the fact that
I mean they feature it very predominantly.
I mean I feel like it's the opening song and the closing song.
Yeah.
So he returns back from what war it was. I don't know.
Whatever he's doing as a ranger.
But so like he like gets like because like there's these three goons that are like eyeing his wife.
Yeah.
And blah 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 blah. They're trying to leave the bar, and the three guys are like, yeah. That's I'm a hound dog, right?
Yeah.
And then in the scuffle, Nick Cage kills one of the guys. Yeah. I mean, in self-defense.
And I thought it was kind of a really
I was correct.
Trisha Yearwood.
Yes. So the Diane Warren theme song, How Do I Live, was originally performed by then 14-year-old LeAnn Rimes.
Right.
But because of her age and the mature song subject matter, Trisha Yearwood's rendition was used on the movie soundtrack instead.
Oh.
Huh. Well, there it is.
Huh.
But sorry, yes. So three drunkards are trying to pick a fight.
Yeah, I thought there was a kind of
It's
a lousy reason to put him in jail. I really did.
That and
Killed the guy.
Before the scuffle.
Self-defense.
Yeah. Before the scuffle, though, one of the drunks calls Nicolas Cage Soldier Dick, which is the laziest insult ever.
Yeah.
Wait, was it Soldier Dick or General Dick?
Soldier Dick, because I wrote it down.
Yeah. So now he's in front of the judge. And the judge is like, "You're a lethal weapon." I'm thinking, okay, first off, he joined the army for the government, which the judge works for to protect. Like it all seemed very. I didn't like the reasoning. It didn't really have nothing to do with the story. It really didn't. It got him in jail. I just thought they could have found a better way to figure it out to put him in jail.
Did Nick Cage have the greasiest lawyer?
Yeah,
I was like, ugh.
Yeah, definitely. But Cage, he did not plead guilty.
Yeah,
he did not, because if he would have pled guilty, he would have only got like a year. Well, he would have got like 4 years, but parole for a year.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, no, I did nothing wrong, and he got, I think it was like 7 to 10. 7 to 10, yeah, and he was out at like 8 or something like that.
And a bunch of footage of him, or like a montage of him working out in his cell. Yeah. And I must say, it's been a while. I feel like it's been a few films to where he's like ripped.
Yeah.
So he's back. Yeah. Like he's back to being ripped.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah. He did the handstand push-ups. Yeah. I think that's like his go-to.
I think it's something that he knows how to do, and he finds a way to showcase it. Any opportunity he gets.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
I'm on the scene. I'm gonna do some handstand push-ups.
Like, not again. Come on, Nick, please.
While the camera crew was setting up scenes, Nicolas Cage lifted weights off camera to maintain the physique he already attained for the film.
Yeah, I mean he was
he was caught. So now he's in jail. Mm-hmm. They showed the whole montage thing of him there, and now finally he's got paroled. And this is where he does the freak out. He's like, I'm going home, son.
Right.
Freaks out.
Yeah.
And then Bubba is there in this cage with them.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here, quick rewind. So like when he's talking to Bubba.
Yeah.
So when he's talking to him about going home, the crazy like on-set crying thing that he like it's out of nowhere. He's like, I'm going home. like it's out of nowhere. Yeah. So here's the funny thing. I didn't know. I see. I gotta stop. Yeah, I see you reading the volume because I yell a lot. I didn't know that was Bubba. So his, so his cellmate and throughout the guy who's throughout the movie. It's the same guy who played Bubba.
Bubba Gump. Forrest Gump. Yeah, Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Okay, so here's the funny thing, though. I didn't realize that was Bubba until he got shot in the stomach and he was lying on the ground.
Oh.
And no, here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Because he's playing it's like he's playing dying.
Yeah.
Like the same
It's
way.
very similar. Yeah, very similar. Except he doesn't have his like lip out like that.
happened, Forrest? You got shot. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I'm like, that's when I realized it was Bubba.
Yeah.
So it was Bubba. Now we should also note this is the second movie that John Cusack and Nick Cage are in the same film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Also, Steve Buscemi
Yes.
and Nick Cage.
Yes.
Zandali.
Yes.
Yes.
I like Steve Buscemi.
Me too. Yeah. I think everything I've pretty much seen him in, I've enjoyed all his stuff. I mean, Little Nicky was kind of rough. He was in Little Nicky, Adam Sandler.
Yeah. I never saw it.
He just comes out, I think, a couple times saying, "You can do it." And
No, that's Rob Schneider.
No.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's
You're
right.
a real piece of shit. You know that?
That's right.
How dare you confuse Rob Schneider and Steve Buscemi?
I always get Rob Schneider and Steve Buscemi goofed up. I don't know why. I always get always. I'm not even making that up. Always get him goofed up.
I feel like you've seen Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've also seen, what's the one where he's like an animal? What's it called?
No, I have not seen that one.
What's that one called?
I don't know.
It's like the Manimal.
No, I
still like, there's like,
no, but yeah, because he has all the different
animal genes.
Yeah. No, I've never seen that one.
seeing like in a commercial for it.
Yeah,
he's
that
like,
looks so
he's like
stupid.
doing a dolphin thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that looks fucking terrible.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi and Rob Schneider are basically the same people to me.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, because remember Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone?
Amazing.
Yes.
I'm like, because it's Rob Schneider's in it.
Yeah.
I always think, I'm like, oh yeah, Steve Buscemi. I'm like, oh no, yeah, it's Rob Schneider. I don't know what it is. Maybe because they're both little guys. And they have the same color hair, same kind of like build. That's the only thing I can think of.
No,
Rob Schneider has curly hair.
Yeah, Rob Schneider's like doughy and
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just do.
Doughy.
what I never understood is, did you ever see the Benchwarmers?
No.
Maybe part of it.
I like how it's him, the guy who played
Schneider or Buscemi?
That's Rob Schneider.
Okay.
David Spade.
David Spade and the guy who played Napoleon Dynamite. So and like Rob Schneider plays like a badass.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, really? Rob like all 5'6" of them?
I've never seen it.
No, I mean he can't be very
I was like,
tall.
do you know his
he
height
doesn't look like a
offhand?
very well, you know. I did a book report on him. Because there's a book about Rob Schneider.
I'm sure
Rob
there's.
Schneider.
I'm sure there's quite a few.
But yeah, and something else is, I mean, I'm going to be skipping around here a lot.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a big John Malkovich guy.
Really?
I didn't mind him.
I didn't mind him. I won't go out of my way to watch a movie he's in.
Which, by the way, the cast is good in this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
John
Yes.
Malkovich,
Solid.
Danny Trejo.
Yes.
Danny Trejo
Ving
with no
Rhames.
mustache.
Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
Playing Ving Rhames.
Right.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Because I forgot it when I saw him.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot he was in this. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's awesome. It means not in it for like long, but yeah, he's definitely in it.
And Dave Chappelle improvised most of his lines.
I was, and I kind of thought that too.
There's a part when he's talking to one chick when he puts the transponder in the small plane.
Right.
And he's talking to one lady. She's like, you shouldn't be here. I was like, hey, baby.
But also what made me laugh, and I kind of figured like all of his lines were improv because
wrong movie. No ticket.
Because when they're on the plane and the Native American guy is sitting next to him, like just like the stuff that he says about him. He pulls like a match and lighter fluid like out of his mouth. Yeah. And he lights him on fire. He's like, that's Mohicans on fire. And then when he's talking to like the lady officer, she's like, hey, I thought he was doing the YMCA. Like just a lot of funny Native American jokes. I'm like, all right.
Dave.
Yeah, he was Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, very funny. Danny Trejo has no mustache. And it was also funny because I guess I didn't realize at first that Bubba had that he was a diabetic.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, is this like the sweatiest black guy ever? Like, I didn't realize. Like,
so sweaty.
Yeah, but he needed his insulin shot.
I thought it was kind of clumsy. I feel like there has to be a better way. But basically, when they're loading all the prisoners onto the plane. They're like one by one coming off the bus, and John Cusack's like, "That's so and so. He's the toughest guy.
Right?
He did this, and this, and then he like walks."
It was a cool way to show what each guy. No, oh god, it was cool. But it wasn't real. It was like it was action movie way to show something. So it's like, that's very cliche. Exactly.
Very cliche is the other FBI guy, the guy with the curly hair.
Yeah.
How many times the DEA? Yeah. How many times were they going to go to the well with? What's the deal with old pencil pushing here? Or, really old rubberneck here?
What he's going to save in the rainforest?
Right. They just kept going with that.
Let's recycle.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that was stupid. So now they're finally on the plane. The plane, of course, Con Air, it gets taken over. There's the big plan. John Malkovich, he figured he had this whole thing out. He's Cyrus the Virus.
Yeah.
Big smart guy. I know. The names were so, and like I think Ving Rhames had like, what was it? Like Diamond something? Diamond Joe or Diamond something. It was dumb, Anyways, and but when Nick Cage, when Cusack is doing the whole introducing, and he says about what's his face, Nick Cage going on, he's like, and here we got Cameron Poe. He did nothing. It's like you're telling me you don't know you're putting an army ranger.
The way he smells his hair and the wind blows.
Like,
oh boy.
I just think it's dumb how like they name all these things that these bad guys accomplish, but when they put Cameron Poe, Nick Cage up there, they don't even say he's a ranger. So no one and then because the movie's he's gonna save the day. And you don't. It's like and then when they finally find out that the plane's taken over, he's like, I just found this information that Cameron Poe's a ranger. It's like you knew he was, but it was on there. I thought that was kind of stupid.
I knew everyone else's background, but not Nick Cage.
Just dumb.
Now.
The other thing, they take over the plane. Like I said, we're gonna jump around. We're gonna go plot by plot. Yes.
I forgot how, because I made a terrible note. But they mentioned beige Volvo again in this movie.
Oh, they did? I didn't catch that.
So definitely like fast forwarding a bit.
Right.
Yeah.
But when they push Dave Chappelle out the airplane, it lands on a beige Volvo.
Yes, it does.
Which, for people listening, they mentioned beige Volvos in The Rock.
Yeah.
So Jerry Bruckheimer, that's his name, right?
Jerry?
Guy. John?
Jerry.
Apparently Bruckheimer has things.
Clear my throat. Listen, you cheesy son of a bitch.
Apparently Bruckheimer has a thing for beige Volvos. I mean, it was the 90s. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Did after like the plane got taken over, and they're investigating Cyrus the Virus's cell.
Yeah.
Did that explosion look hilarious?
Yes,
it did. Yeah.
Very fake.
Very fake. And I love the part when like it pans out and John's right there at Cusack. Yeah. And you see the thing stuck on the wall.
Yeah.
And it's like right by his head. And he's like, that was a close. He didn't say anything, but you could tell he like thought like that was pretty close.
Yeah. Also in this movie, a lot of Dutch angles. They just seem
I wrote so many because I didn't know what it was called. So I'm like, there's so many angles.
Yeah,
It was like I was
Adam
getting
West, Adam West cam.
yeah. You know what? What reminded me of the Batman movies from the 90s? Because weren't those
the Val Kilmer
those
one.
Bruckheimer?
Oh,
I think those
they
were
might be.
Bruckheimer films.
I'll look that up, but
Yeah.
I think you're right.
So that's why I'm like, here he is again, Bruckheimer with your angles. Well, because there was a part where like it would go to one angle.
Yeah, I think you're
and
right.
it would shoot to like a different angle, like with like 15 seconds going all over the
We
place.
needed more gratuitous nipple and crotch shots.
My favorite parts.
God, that one's so terrible.
I
Is
didn't
that Batman Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what would have the belt that's right on his codpiece?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
God, that one's so terrible.
Yeah. I was getting not nauseous, but I was getting a little like that's too many like angle
tummy
switches.
hurts?
Yes. My tummy had a boo boo. Okay. I've written here like right now a lot of action. Like it was just like once the plane started, like them taking over, it was nonstop. Like they were
This
hitting
one was
you.
also over 2 hours.
Yes.
But it didn't seem long.
No, not at all. Not at all. No. Well, I think with action movies, when they're that long, they try to shove as much action down your throat to make you be like, okay, I'm not going to watch the time because there's explosions.
Yeah.
Boom.
Did I ever tell the Air Force One story on here? On this pod? I think I did on Podstash back in the day. I don't know why I hated non-stop action. So I saw Air Force One.
The Harrison Ford movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right. Not the plane. I saw the plane.
I'm like, oh, you saw a plane.
Non-stop action.
I'm shouting at planes.
I see you. I saw it in theaters, and it was like it was nonstop action. Like I enjoy that movie.
Yeah. It's hard not to like an action flick just because there's explosions and fun.
Right.
And Harrison Ford.
Exactly.
I saw it in theaters, and the scene when Harrison Ford goes, "Get off my plane." The theater cheered and applauded.
I've been in some movies where people like cheer and applaud. Yeah.
Was it opening night?
No.
That makes even less sense.
It would have been like pretty cheesy. It's like USA.
God, that'd be even better.
Oh my God.
Good times, man. So, okay, the angle part, there's a lot.
Did you ever find out if it was?
Oh, so Batman Forever was Schumacher.
Oh,
Schumacher's an angle guy too, though.
Joel
Right,
Schumacher.
Yeah.
But Bruckheimer and Schumacher is...
Yeah, they're both angle guys. Yeah, that's what it is. They're Ers. People with last name with an yeah, they do that. Yeah, they all have to make movies.
Right.
It's in their
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, no, okay, so back to the movie.
Yes.
Now the cons. Everyone, Malkovich, they have controlled the plane. Like a few people died. Like cons, like there. Maybe did any of the cops die?
guards.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they have it, and the pilot is still one of the working for the police, like
Right.
the kind of he's with them, and they have to stop at I forget where.
Carson City.
Carson City.
Yeah.
They have to stop it because they have to do a transfer.
Yeah, they have,
They
they
have
have to drop off some prisoners, pick up some prisoners.
Yes. But the 3 prisoners, so 6 prisoners need to get off, but 3 of the prisoners that have to get off are dead.
Right.
So they pick a couple people. The pilot is one of the people that they use, and Nick Cage is actually volunteering because him and his friend who needs the insulin, Bubba, needs to want to go. But the 3 prisoners that were going to leave were white and Bubba's black.
Right.
So like, no, Bubba, and Malkovich is like, you can't go.
Yeah.
And this is when Nick Cage a little bit later is like, yeah, I'm not going to go either because he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't
Bubba
leave
can't
him.
go. Yeah, I
Doesn't
can't
leave
go.
a man behind. He's a ranger.
Bubba.
Right. Exactly. I think he's just Forrest Gump.
Right.
I think he must. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
basically
man.
just Forrest Gump.
If Nick Cage played Forrest Gump,
He probably.
I don't think he would have done a
I
bad
mean,
job.
it definitely wouldn't have been.
it'd been a very different movie.
No, yeah. So they do
Wait a second. Are they both from Alabama?
Yep, Abba Labba. That was from a thing. I forget. It was from a thing. I don't remember where it was from. But the one guy was like, Alabama. And the other guy's like, yeah, Abba Labba. So that's why I always say Abba Labba. So the switch kind of goes pretty yeah. The switch goes pretty clean, you know, because Malkovich is pretending to be a guard. Ving Rhames is pretending to be a guard. So they do the switch.
Well, and Dave Chappelle is also acts as a guard.
And there's a dust storm. So sandstorm. Sandstorm. Everyone's got their like face masks and stuff, so it's even better. And then where does it go from here?
Well, and then that's when Steve Buscemi?
Buscemi, yes. Rob Schneider gets on the... Steve Buscemi gets on, and he's a serial killer.
Hannibal Lecter
style.
That, oh my God.
All those contractions to get up.
He's like,
that's so
loved it. Because it was so over the top. It was not needed, and I thought it was fantastic. Because he's such a little guy.
He really is.
And he's got the Hannibal Lecter mask.
I don't want it.
It was a lot.
And even the convicts on the plane were like, these big muscular guys that are convicts. They're like,
big Rhames.
This guy weighs 120 pounds. We got to stay away from him. It was pretty great. So, the new, since they gave her the pilot, they must have known that Cyrus the Virus, Malkovich, knew that one of the guys coming on now,
right? Swamp Thing.
Ted Nugent comes on.
Ted Nugent,
not actually Ted Nugent, but
and actually, I'm really.
Well, I looked at it. I'm like, that's not Ted Nugent. Is it Ted Nugent? That's not Ted Nugent.
I Googled. He's playing the Arcana tonight.
I stopped it. I'm like, Google Ted Nugent and MC McGinley, I think his name was, because I looked it up. There are actually people are like, yeah, are these the same people? I'm not the only person to look. But they do not look anything alike.
No,
but I'm not
the
first person. It's the hair and it's the eyes. They both have long hair and crazy eyes. I'm not the first person to look.
No, he looks more like...
You look at me like I'm insane, which is true.
Dude, you're like...
He looks more like... Is it Crosby? That has like the mustache.
Yeah.
You're saying anyone who has long hair and a mustache like that, like, I thought it was Gallagher. I thought it was just smash a watermelon.
No, the long hair and the crazy eyes.
Gallagher
did not have crazy eyes. I'm telling you, dude. I don't know what people look the same to me. I can remember. I don't know people's names. If I meet somebody, I don't remember them.
No,
it doesn't matter. I'm terrible at names, and I used to be good at. I used to be really good at like, I remember that person from 15 years ago.
Right.
It's not sticking anymore. Now stuff like I'm like, that could be whoever. It could be whoever. I don't even. And another reason is I just don't care anymore.
Right. Just more important things to remember.
It could be Rob Schneider. I don't care who it was, Rob Schneider or whoever it is. I mean, I should know for the podcast because I'm supposed to be professional.
Right.
But yeah,
Rob Schneider. Yes. So, that's what I was gonna say. So I really regret having shaved when I did, because if I would have watched this, I would have done my facial hair like that.
Yes. Yeah.
The huge chops and the mustache, but I didn't. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I forget. Actually, I think it's shortly after they do that swap. A line that made me really laugh. I don't know why. A line that made me really laugh. It's not like I really laughed.
The line that is humorous to me.
It is very funny.
Goes back to Small Wonder. It made me laugh.
I sleep in a closet.
It is funny to me as a human.
So when Steve Buscemi points out, he's like the definition of irony is a bunch of people
dancing and
celebrating to a band to a band that died on a plane. That died in a plane crash, because they're all dancing to Sweet Home Alabama.
That one super effeminate guy, like they really. Yeah.
The Rock had the super effeminate stylist.
Yes.
And this one had the super effeminate prisoner.
Right.
So,
yeah. And then I figured when I first saw it, I remember thinking, super feminine guy, they're going to kind of maybe use him for a particular scene that might need a super feminine guy. No, he's just like that for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he finds a dress.
Yeah.
When they change
in air control tower, right?
Yeah. Yeah, at the place where they they were going to land and change planes because the whole premise is it was a big plan to save this one drug dealer's kid or something. Remember that one guy? Remember that small plane?
Yeah.
Well, remember the letter that Malkovich got?
Yeah.
In there it said, "Hey, do this stuff for me, and we'll help you," kind of thing. Well, the letter didn't say it, but it was. Remember when Cusack? Oh, I'm dying.
All that cheese.
Yeah. Remember when Cusack took the remember the Last Supper?
Yeah, I remember.
And the letters, and it said "Meet at Carson City."
Right.
That was from, I think it was Brazil, wherever country that guy was from. That was the cartel trying to help that guy escape. That one guy. Remember that got exchanged? He got brought on the plane. The
right. They got the ponytail.
That was the whole premise of taking over the plane. Of taking over
so
the
that
whole
dude
thing.
was related to the guy who came with the jet.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if he was related, but those three guys with the jet, they were just going to take him and screw over Cyrus the Virus and all the other guys.
God, that nickname's so stupid.
It's the dumbest nickname. That's why I love saying it. Like, that was the whole thing.
All I can think of is Cyrus from The Critic.
Cyrus.
It's the cartoon, The Critic.
Yeah.
Cyrus. Because I just remember John Love's character, Cyrus. He is a virus.
Oh, sure. Now John Lovitz.
He's great now.
In The Critic, he's good. Everything else. Actually, you know what? In The Wedding Singer, he's all right too.
He's good.
Everything else, not good. And also, kind of throughout this whole movie, that one guy who's not famous, I forget his name, the guy with the kind of curly hair.
Oh, the DEA guy?
No.
On the plane?
One of the cons, yeah.
When is it the one that Nick Cage?
The one who's first, he's very suspicious of Nick Cage.
So the guy goes down, Nick Cage follows him? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because he's going through Nick Cage's things and he finds the parole letter.
Yeah. Because Nick Cage lied and said he was had another 15 years.
Right. Yeah, because they're the ones, actually, it's going to be my tagline for later.
Okay.
But I'll just give it away now. So when he's down, because he's down there and the guy's going through his stuff, and Nick Cage's he's like, put the bunny back in the box because he got a bunny for his daughter,
right?
Because it's her birthday,
right? July 14th.
He should have got her Paul Malls.
If we were smart, we would have released this episode on July 14th, but whatever. Or like a week.
14 days after. And actually, did the fight scene seem very awkward to you?
Yeah.
It was closed.
Yeah,
they were
crouched down fighting. Because the one con, he runs at him, but he has to crouch.
So, Steve Buscemi in this?
Yes.
I really liked him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the stuff he said too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought so he plays a serial killer. What do they think? He killed, they said over 50 people or something like that. He said to Nick Cage, I once wore a woman's head through 3 states. He wore a woman's hat. No, a woman's head as a hat through 3 states.
Yeah.
And I still think that he was smart. I think he had good points to say.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
what he said, what do you think? He's crazy? Well, don't you think sitting in a cubicle for 30 years? He made great points. I'm like, man, this guy that's supposed to be a serial killer.
But I mean, I think that's the whole point, is that he was supposed to be a very intellectual.
Yes. Yeah. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really nice. Because when people watch action movies, I'm the same. I don't really, I'm just like, action. Let's see this. I don't.
Explosion.
Right, exactly. You don't not
stop action.
Well, you don't want to you don't want to read into it. But when you see action movies a few times, then you start catching the stuff that's more deeper.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm I love that, because it's really deep for a Jerry Bruckheimer film, you know? So I really like that part.
The one thing that I kind of had a beef with. So when I forget when they go to switch planes or meet the jet plane.
Yes.
I forget where that was.
When they're picking up prisoners, or when they get the second airstrip?
Larson airstrip or whatever.
Where they're going to meet up with the other like cartel
Right.
guy who has the private jet that's gonna take them. Yeah.
So like they crashed the plane.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
No, they landed it, but the runway wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
Right.
So when they had to stop, the pilot, Ted Nugent, he had to close the landing gear, which made him just kind of drop.
Yeah.
Right before they hit
the propane tank.
The propane tank,
That's
yeah.
right at the end of an air.
Oh, man, so lucky.
But what? So because of the way that they landed, it kind of like dug the plane like into like the sand or whatever.
Yeah.
So when they're trying to escape, they're pulling. They need to pull the plane out. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay. So I think I saw a tractor.
Yes.
But then like a bunch of guys pulling with rope.
Yes.
And
And
you didn't see? I think it might have been Ving Rhames.
yes, he's whipping someone. Yes, that's what I wanted to bring up. So it's just like there's a tractor and then everyone, but then Big Rhames like,
And he's whipping the same person the entire time.
I'm like, what's the point of that?
Like, and that's the thing. He's probably like out of all the convicts, he's probably the biggest and the strongest.
Yes.
So let's not have him pull. Let's have him whip people.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh,
Some
man.
sort of reverse slavery thing going on there. Like,
And when they finally they realize why they're kind of getting some lag, because Dave Chappelle he's stuck in the landing gear, so he's dead.
Yeah.
And so they push his body and it lands. So that's when it lands on the Volvo. No,
So wait, hold on. So rewinding. Because they take off from that, basically, at the scene where they like drop off a few prisoners, pick up a few prisoners, they take off, and Dave Chappelle was talking to some woman. He's like, "Oh shit, that's my plane!" So he's like running after it, and then they kind of made it seem like he just like fell down or something.
right. Yeah. Right.
But then later on in the movie, he's like stuck in the wheel well. So like,
I don't know.
how does that? He like
movie.
That just didn't make sense.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. Movie.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So though they kick him out and he falls, and the guy's sitting. And then it cuts to a couple sitting in the beige Volvo, and a bird craps on the windshield.
Yes.
And the guy's like, "Oh, every time I get it waxed, this always happens. A bird craps on it." And his wife gives him a paper towel to wipe it off.
Gross.
Like, who does that? Windshield wipers?
Right.
Wiper fluid?
Right.
Like, it made no sense. So he's like rubbing it. He's just trying to reach. It made no sense. And then, of course, Dave Chappelle falls on him. So it's like funny. Oh, bird poop. Oh, but then a body.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But then Nick Cage writes a note on Dave Chappelle's body to let them know, hey, I'm up here and I'm a tough guy type thing.
Yeah.
So.
Which has your name written all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of funny. But also at that, when they're at that place, when they're that second airfield,
Larson or whatever.
So John Cusack, he's like sneaking around, kind of.
Yeah.
And he's like, he comes out from behind this curtain, and they start up the jet. And a jet engine, the jet engine lights up, blows John Cusack back.
Yeah.
Much like The Rock. And when they drop the bomb, it blows Nicolas Cage away. Like,
but when they show John Cusack, it's just like, his shirt looks like you could equate it to like someone who left like a pancake like on a pan too long. It's just like a slight like charring on his shirt. I'm like, I feel like he would have some like third-degree burns, maybe.
would probably lose his eyebrows.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay.
I do like, it made me laugh. When John Cusack is arriving at that airstrip in the Corvette, he's like super like prairie dogging it, or like he sticks his head above the windshield, looks around, goes down, goes up, looks around, goes down.
I liked when they were at this place and there was a little gas station there. Mm-hmm. The gas, 103.
Oh yeah,
$1.
Man, we really should keep track of the gas prices in these movies.
I know. I was thinking that. I was really thinking that we should keep track of.
What's the other movie where there's gas?
Leaving Las Vegas.
It's another desert movie, which doesn't narrow
Red
down.
Rock West.
Red Rock West.
Oh yeah.
So after they pull the plane out of the sand and it's taking off, the police or whatever, one of the guy yells, "Shoot the tires!"
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like that's not going to do a lot to a plane.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shoot the pilot.
Well, and when they land in that airstrip, so obviously it's a big fucking plane, and at the same time they're landing, this like dude is landing his like private plane.
Right.
That physics made no sense because like they land at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the guys in Con Air, they pull up to like miss him, but then in the very next scene they're back on the ground again.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, are you telling me they landed, lifted off, and landed in like seconds?
Yeah. No, it made no sense.
Yeah.
But I like the guy. The guy was ridiculous. The other guy, the little,
he ended up living, right? He ran away. And
he ran away, and then like later in the movie, you see him again when the Con Air plane flies over him, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna come after me."
Oh yeah. So he lived, right?
Yeah, he lived. Yeah. I mean, if he kept running in the desert, he probably didn't live.
Oh, right.
But I mean, I couldn't find anything else about gas. But yeah, it's been about. It's never been as low as 103. That's the cheapest that we've seen. I know that. Yes.
I feel like in
it's never been less than $1.
Yeah, I feel like in Red Rock West or something, it might have been cheaper.
That was like 130 something or 120, 117.
Raising Arizona, there's a few gas stations. We're gonna look this up, goddamn it, later.
Yeah. Well, and also we should take note. The whole reason Nick Cage, because he has like a couple opportunities to get off the plane.
Yeah.
But Bubba, he's a diabetic, and like he's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. Like he's gonna find him a needle so he can take his medicine.
He does.
He does. Yeah, because when they go to that second place. Yeah, the old timer.
Yeah. I just love how we like Nick Cage. I love when he like has the southern accents and he calls people like old timers and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's funny. Actually, it made me chuckle because he Because what's he tell the old guy?
I ain't here to hurt you.
No. When he's leaving.
Yeah.
He's like you just like hang tight here or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like that's easy for you to say. You don't have to take a piss.
Yeah.
You're old.
So, and also during this scene, roughly, Steve Buscemi goes to this nearby trailer park.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
There's a girl who is very dirty, and by girl I mean like 7, 8 year old.
Yeah.
Girl, and they're playing in an empty pool.
Have a tea party.
Yeah. But why was she so dirty? Why was it an empty pool? Like,
I think the airfield is by a small town, a trailer park.
It was a trailer park,
right?
Yeah.
I think the girl was just playing outside and she's dirty.
She's super dirty. Like,
but I'm just trying to go on what the movie's trying to portray. I think
like,
it's just because she's playing outside, so she's dirty.
Physically dirty.
Yes. And then
that's a slutty 7-year-old.
And then
not leaving. Leaving Las Vegas? No. Oh, they had a prostitute too. What was the other Las Vegas movie? Honeymoon.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry. What were we saying?
So I think they showed this part for Buscemi to like kind of like, you think, like this girl she's gone, she's dead. This little girl,
right?
Also,
dead.
Camera angles at this point.
Yeah.
It's like first person view of the girl, and it's like
it's too much. Yeah. So they sit and then like she asks him, she's like, "Are you sick?" And this is when you think like, okay, she's starting to ask him like questions that he doesn't want to answer, so he's gonna take her out. And then she starts singing that he's got the whole world in his hands.
Which at that point, I wrote the note, Brian's not gonna like this little girl singing.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Kids shouldn't sing.
Yeah. When she sang "World," did you hear how she said it? Like she didn't just say "world." It was "world." Yeah, it was.
It was. She did the little like hand movement.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. So, but then, and you see like it cuts back to that part. A teacup's broken. She's not there. He's not there.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make. I think it was just a show that he did something to her. So you're right.
But he didn't.
But at that point, you don't know that.
But why would that happen?
Because he's a serial killer. He just kills people. He wore a woman's head as a hat.
But why would the teacup be broken?
I think they use it as a plot device to show that there was.
But there's no reason for it to happen. Nothing happened.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm on your side. I totally agree. It's the people that made the movie. They thought that would be a good plot device.
But their job is to make movies. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Thank you.
I agree with you the whole way. I was explaining that from their side,
Right.
which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If they wanted to, they should have just put the girl's head on the table, and you would have known.
Now you're talking.
Well, then you would have known she would have got killed, you know, or like a little bit of blood, something besides just. And the teacup was broken in half, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's like it was stupid, but it was trying to say like trying to make you think that like he hurt her, which wasn't the case.
Yeah. Also of note was the Mexican cartel. They had like a private jet thing,
Right.
And they try to get away when they realize John Cusack and like the police and DA are arriving. So like they go to take off, and then John Cusack lowers a crane on it, and it like knocks the wings off. And then the plane, it crashes into a gas station, but doesn't blow up.
Yeah, I thought
so
that
it's
was.
oh, that's new.
Yeah, you could figure I mean, even cars touching, they boom, huge explosion. They can just touch. It doesn't matter.
But they just say that because basically the one guy who was on Con Air, who is now on that private plane,
the guy they were trying to.
Yeah, he's like, oh, help me. And then I think
he was going to screw over everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what Malkovich was like.
Oh my God. There's a terrible line. Because, the guy's hanging upside down.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, please don't leave me. He's like, sigh.
No, yeah. He goes, I wrote it down. Please sigh. And he goes, Anara.
I'm like, really? How's he like the likelihood of that sequence of events happening?
I was dying when he said that. I thought it was the stupidest, funniest line in the movie. Please sign Anara. It's just so stupid.
So dumb.
Oh man.
How does it happen to where?
Well, I'd say at this point right now, you can really tell that this is a Jerry Bruckheimer because it's
explosions.
Well, no, it's The Rock, but like with a plane.
yeah,
There's a
rock in the sky.
I mean, it doesn't have like
More guitar.
Yeah. It had like there were similarities. Like like in the Rock when they were in the bottom of the shower, the guys were in the top.
Yeah.
Same thing happened here. The army came through, which was so dumb.
Yeah, that was so dumb.
They come through like a little
single file
into a little road with this huge thing where all the people can sit and ambush them. Same thing as The Rock. And it's just,
But then John Cusack gets in a plow. And he's like, get behind the truck. And it's
they weren't even behind it. They were right next to it. They could have got shot easily, but none of them did.
Right.
Yeah, it was very, very cheesy, very corny, very I liked it. But it was really corny and cheesy.
Right. How does Nick Cage take the plane back over?
He gets in the plane's going off. He takes off, and he's in there before Cyrus is in there. And then so he runs towards the cockpit and hits the doors to lock them. So Cyrus can't come in.
No, but how do they get to that point?
Right. Yeah. Because I know.
It was a big really.
No, because I remember the plane takes off.
Right.
And Cyrus is like, oh, we're like, because the rope, Nicolas Cage attached a rope from the jet to like,
right.
Yeah.
It was a pole
like a
or
big
something?
just some cement, a cement block. And
I mean, granted, they like shoot it right away.
Right,
And
which my understanding.
it brings the Corvette.
Well, yeah. Well, my understanding, it takes a lot more than like 30 bullets to shoot through like 10 inches of concrete.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
Right.
So that's again action movie physics and stuff. So it was cool to see, but it just doesn't happen. All this stuff is cool to see.
Yeah.
Action movies are neat. They're neato. Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember
because remember he got knocked out. How did Cyrus get knocked out? I don't remember how he got knocked out. Remember he was on the plane and the one guy's yelling, "Wake up, Cyrus! Wake up! Wake up!" I don't remember. I remember Nick Cage running up there. I don't
Doesn't
remember
he get hit by like the butt of a gun or something?
Who did it? Did Nick Cage do it? I don't recall.
No, because the woman security.
Okay, she might have done
also
it. Yeah, which she tried. Danny Trejo tries to like go to town on her multiple times, and Nick Cage doesn't have any of that. Yeah. So that's a plot there.
But I remember he starts hulking out and he's like charging like to like the front of the plane.
Right.
Like the guy shoots him in the arm.
shoots and misses him, and Nick Cage
He
is like
raises his arm.
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah. And Nick Cage
doesn't even flinch.
Doesn't flinch.
Yeah.
And so Nick Cage
But
is
then
a
the other
badass.
hilarious part is like when he gets right to the cockpit door, there's like the effeminate
Yes.
guy, and like he's about to punch. But then so he just bitch slaps him. Like,
that was
really
great.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Then I realized we totally skipped over it. Because basically Nicolas Cage and John Cusack, they encounter like the Mexican gang with the private jet.
Right.
That one airstrip.
Yeah.
So Nicolas Cage is like punching and like getting in a fist fight with all like the Mexican gang. And at one point, he roundhouse kicks one of them.
Yes.
I was like, yes.
Yeah. Very Patrick Swayze. Yeah, it was great.
So
Roadhouse.
Yeah. Roadhouse.
And then because then after he bitch slaps
he talks to the pilot, and the pilot's like, "We're not landing, we're crashing."
something like that. Because there's nowhere because they don't have enough fuel.
They have an engine out. They're
in Vegas.
Going down
it's
too
the
fast.
Strip. It's the strip in Vegas,
Right.
And it must take Vegas a long time to fix all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so many explosions.
I put so many explosions.
Oh yeah, there were so many. It was kind of ridiculous. But what did you guys get? What was the part where Nick Cage is like, "It's time for Mai Tyson Yahtzee" or something? Remember that?
Oh yeah, they say
No, because they bring that up earlier in the movie.
Mai Tyson Yahtzee.
Cyrus says it.
Okay.
Because someone asks like, "Oh, like what are we like? Why are you taking over? What are we gonna do?"
Yeah.
And he goes like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Maui and." Yeah, whatever they say, like
Mai
naked
Tyson.
ladies and Mai Tais or whatever.
Mai Tyson Yahtzee. I thought it was a good combination.
Oh, but the other thing, but even before Nick Cage takes the plane back over, like all of a sudden, John Cusack and the other guy, they're able to fly choppers.
I think
they're just passengers.
The passengers.
I still found it odd that they're in helicopters because they're just agents.
If you remember in Firebirds,
Yeah, right.
in the back is the one that flies the helicopter, and the one in the front is the one that controls the pew pew shooting.
Oh,
Yeah, so they didn't need to shoot; they were just going somewhere.
right.
Do. That's what it was. So I think I might be totally bullshitting you, but I sound pretty confident, don't I?
Firebirds. Solid.
Yeah, Firebirds.
Solid logic. Solid logic.
You know what? Okay, so the plane crashes, all the wings fall off, and John Cusack through the whole time doesn't want to crash, doesn't want to hurt because he doesn't want a new plane, I guess.
Yeah, because at one point they're chasing the plane.
He doesn't want
in
it shot
Apache
down.
helicopters, and
Right.
John Cusack's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, don't shoot it down."
So I hate the part. So the plane finally stops.
Yes,
And it
after a very long
time. And all it shows like a couple slot machines. And the one hit 777. Oh yeah. I hate that in movies.
Right.
I hate it so much. It's a
See, I thought you would have liked that.
No, that kind of stuff, like when something at the end and like, hey, you did it. No, it's stupid.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and the other part when remember when Nick Cage and Cusack gets on the cops that gets on the motorcycles and they're following?
Yeah.
And then the other cops see and a donut falls.
Oh, that's right.
The cop drops a donut and then goes and chases.
Oh, yeah.
That is so stupid.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, because like Cyrus and like a few of the other guys, they get on the like fire truck to escape.
Yeah.
And Nicolas Cage and John Cusack, they run and like jump on like police motorcycle.
Yes.
Yeah. But then they like stop and look at each other like,
Hey,
oh, you.
Yeah. Because it kind of shows like, oh, everything's over. And all of a sudden, Nick Cage sees Cyrus on top of a fire truck.
Yes.
And John Cusack sees him on top of a fire truck. And like you said, then do the whole like, we're going to do it.
Right.
Yeah. And then they get on it. And then I love so John Cusack, he breaks open the top of the fire truck.
The axe, yeah.
Drive with an axe and puts the fire hose
Yeah.
down there, just turns it on.
And then, like, the guy wiping the window.
But no, Nick Cage, he takes out Cyrus though. He doesn't play games.
So, okay, so he after a long fight, he basically like straps him to like the top of like the ladder on the fire truck.
He
raises it.
He handcuffs him.
Yeah.
Right.
He raises the ladder. So like the fire truck is driving, the ladder is up. He smashes into a bridge. John Malkovich fine during that somehow.
Go ahead.
And then he gets thrown off somehow, right?
Right.
After they go through the bridge.
Right. He's handcuffed to the ladder. How did the handcuffs break off the ladder?
I mean, they drove through a fucking bridge, like,
Right.
but then he lands in like some like
Power lines or something.
Okay, go through the power lines, and he lands perfectly.
Yeah.
On a rock smasher. Which where was this?
Yeah.
It moved from Vegas to a construction
that's two
site.
head smashes. Or wow.
Oh, the AC unit?
Yeah. In the last movie.
Yeah. But yeah, he kind of looks up and he sees this big like piece of metal just bomb right on his head.
And the other thing I totally forgot, during the fire truck scene, at one point, John Cusack jumps off of the fire truck and he lands on a car roof and bounces. Like you see a body bounce off a car roof. It's like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Whoever that stunt guy was, I feel bad for him because that was a tough hit.
Right.
So everyone's pretty much dead. Ving Rhames, dead.
Yeah, all the bad guys.
Cyrus Vires, dead.
Yep.
Ted Nugent, dead.
Yep.
Rob Schneider. No. Rob Schneider,
No,
dead.
he's alive. Right?
No, yeah, we should be because he's at the. Well, we'll get to the end of that because I want to say because Nick Cage now he killed all the bad guys. He's just standing there. He saved his rabbit, which is about to go into one of the sewer grates.
Yes,
saves the rabbit, and then he's kind of just like looking around, and he sees his wife, and he sees his daughter. He walks over, and then they see him, and then the one like agent or one of the women agents who's standing there sees him walking and like her eyes kind of like freak out and she's like she just walks away. So he tries to give the rabbit to the daughter and she's like that's I don't know what's going on with that rabbit's gross.
Sewer water,
right?
It's gross,
exactly.
It's dirty.
And then she's like I have a picture of you and he's like well I got one of you too and you're like okay. And then she like kind of like looks at the rabbit and takes it and then gives him a hug. And then that's when Trisha Yearwood comes back on. And then she gives him a hug. Yeah. The wife hugs him and everyth's happy. And then
that's actually kind of a nice scene.
I must say.
It was a great ending. The whole like finish with him hugging his wife.
Because like the whole time it's like you almost feel like they almost kind of play it off as like, oh, the daughter doesn't. Because they mentioned that.
He looks pretty rough.
He looks he's bleeding a little bit. Yeah.
Since she's been born, he's been in jail all the time. So it's like, oh, will she even like recognize her as her father?
I'm meant to get a haircut.
Yeah. Well, you could tell that he is just like.
Well, he's like bleeding and shit.
He wanted to be the dad that she needed. Like he wanted to have the clean haircut, to be like I am your dad. I love you. I'm here for you. And when he saw her, you could tell. Like Nick Cage did a great job here because you could tell like his face.
I had that thought. I was like, wow, he's actually
like
acting
very well. Great because like he's so like distraught and like she like he's thinking. I guess it's ruined. My daughter is not gonna love me. Like my life is over. I'll have my wife, but I want both of them in my life. And she's like the daughter. She kind of like looks at him and like makes up her mind. Like, yeah, this is my dad, and hugs him. And then this is just like
very well said, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, it was a very like it was one of the moments in the film where there was no action, but it kept your attention.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed.
It didn't need to have anything because you're just like, this is the end, and you're going to see what happens with his daughter and his wife.
Right.
And it was a great ending. It like really fit how it should have ended, and it was great.
Agreed.
But it wasn't cheesy.
It wasn't exactly. That's what made it really perfect because they could have hammed it completely.
Oh, yeah.
And they could have ruined. It could have ruined the entire movie because if an ending isn't good. Yeah, it kind of sours you on what happened before,
right?
You know, and this didn't, so that's why I liked it. But when Steve Buscemi, I really liked that.
So it's Nicolas Cage, his daughter and his wife. They're all hugging. It's how do I live? You know, it's all emotional, and then like fades to black, so you think the movie's over, and then it cuts back. It's a craps table or whatever.
It's a craps table.
It's like everyone plays your bets, and it pans up. It's Steve Buscemi. He's like,
Yeah, well, and the one person says, she's like, "You're on a lucky roll," and he's like. Okay, or not. He says something.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah, he says something like,
okay.
I'd say it's, out of all the people acting in it, I'd say Nick Cage is my number one favorite throughout the movie. I think he did I think Nick Cage, he just blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
Not a lot of freakouts. There were a few here and there.
Yeah.
And the ones he had weren't huge. But I think he did. Like, this is probably one of his best acted movies.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
I also, even though Steve Buscemi wasn't in it a lot, I really liked him in this movie. I really liked him because the moments where he spoke, there was poignant. Like, he was making a point.
Right.
Like, he was saying something.
There was substance there.
Exactly. It might not have pertained to what was happening in the movie, but he was saying something where it made you think, like, if you wanted to, it made you think, like, about what he was saying, what the point he was trying to get across. I don't know if they planned that on purpose or if it was just like, they were like, let's just let him say this.
Right.
But they did. It worked. It really worked.
Well, I mean, it kind of plays into that narrative because, I mean, they always say, like, these, like, there's like certain serial killers like that are like that they're super intelligent, like the Unabomber or something like that. He's not a serial killer, but people who've killed a lot. Ted Bundy, genius. Oh, I know that.
Yeah, genius level. Yeah, but he killed tons of people.
Right.
A lot of because I listen to a lot of podcasts, all the other podcasts, but like serial killer ones, a lot of them are genius level guys. You know, but a lot of them are also
crazy,
dumb as rocks.
Right.
You know, so it's why it's so hard to pin down who they are. So, but yeah, it was good. What would have been awesome if they made a I don't know if they would have called it Con Air 2, but doing like a sequel, but with Steve Buscemi and them hunting him down and trying to find him. Something darker, less action, not maybe no action, but something darker.
No action.
Well, you know what I mean.
Nothing happens.
No, compared to the Bruckheimer, no action, which means that there's going to be something. I would have bought into it completely.
I say leave it alone.
I would have bought into it completely. Oh, it doesn't need to be done, but if it did, I'm saying if it did happen, I wouldn't have been upset.
Right.
You know, not something that is like zany as this one. Yeah. So there you go.
Plot keywords from IMDb for this film: airplane hijack.
That's weird.
Fitting.
Stupid.
This is weird and confusing. So one of the keywords is 1990s. Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the next one is 1980s. Next one is desert. Makes sense.
Yeah.
The last one.
Sure wasn't dessert.
They did have those pink snowballs.
Yeah.
So
I hate that.
I'm not a big fan of. I'm on coconut.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't mind coconut.
I'm not a huge fan of
Did you know
coconut.
you can still get the Twinkies with the banana flavor inside?
Why do you make things up? Why do you do this?
Why do you make me sad?
live air.
Live air. Close to dead air.
People for us.
Close to dead air. See, we just did that.
And the last,
Should have ended it.
the plot keyword from IMDb: exploding motorcycle.
Yeah, because the one that killed Ving Rhames. Remember when Nick Cage or John Cusack, when one of them went to get on the fire? No, it was Nick Cage when he jumped on and grabbed down the ladder. Because he revved it. He revved his motorcycle.
Oh my God.
And it shot, and the figure goes.
He makes the most ridiculous scream. High pitched scream.
Yeah, it was great.
Budget for this movie was $75 million. Box office, what do you think?
Wait, that's the same budget as the last one, right? As
It's very similar.
as The Rock?
Yeah, it was in the 70s.
The Rock was 75 million.
I'm gonna say
It did well.
yeah.
225.
Oh, you took my answer. 226, Bob.
224.
Oh, come on!
That was actually kind of awesome.
Easy, Ric Flair.
I could do a woo.
I can do a woo. As we discussed, Dave Chappelle improvised most of his lines.
Rick James.
John Cusack allegedly dislikes this film so much he refuses to talk about it.
No way.
His suit was hilarious because it's
Very
the 90s.
oversized.
Yes.
Yeah, it's too bad because I really liked him in it. That's too bad.
You know what? He wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's too bad.
And he wasn't wasn't bloated like he is kind of nowadays.
Right. You know what? Because I know he's a big Chicago guy. He's from Chicago.
Hitting on giant.
Hey, fatty. Well, he's a Chicago guy.
Stung by bees. Oh yeah.
I know. Yeah. So if we ever see him in Chicago, we should tell him how good he did in Con Air.
We won't talk about it. I'm sure he'll love that.
No, so you know what? We know you don't like talking about Con Air, but we appreciate what you did, and you did a very good job, and we'll leave it at that. Shake his hand and leave. And then while we're away, we scream at him, "You sucked in Con Air!
You're a look puppy!" We talked about How Do I Live? Oh, no, we didn't. It was nominated for both an Oscar as Best Original Song and a Razzie as Worst Original Song.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't made for the movie, right?
It might have been.
No. No way.
By the way, it did not win either award.
I'm not surprised.
You know, it's funny because like when you buy like the Goo Goo Doll CD, as I do, and it says like as featured in City of Angels, another Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah.
But like if you get like picture like Leanne Rimes or Trisha Yearwood as featured in Con Air. Kind of like someone, it must be a love story.
And just Nicolas Cage in his hair. We talked about Nicolas Cage traveling to Alabama to perfect his accent. The sight of the planes flying in low formation over the strip during filming caused a number of Las Vegas people to call the police.
Las Vegians.
Las Vegians.
Yeah,
Las Vegans.
That's
boy.
Does it look Las Vegans?
That's
how
which
I
is
hope
famous
it
for
runs
the Vegans.
Damn Vegas.
Nicolas Cage lifted weights. We knew that.
He's looking good traps.
Okay, so
Real jacked.
this makes me laugh. So Gary Oldman was the first choice to play Cyrus the Virus.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Great. Oh my God. Like I said, I do like John Malkovich, but Gary Oldman would have been fantastic.
Oh, dude.
Wait for it though. Okay. So we like this idea.
Oh God.
Tim Robbins, Ed Harris, William Hurt, Michael Madsen, Robert De Niro,
Madsen.
Jack Nicholson, John Travolta, Kevin Bacon, Bruce Willis, Michael Keaton, Alec Baldwin, George Clooney, Richard Dreyfuss, Michael Douglas.
Did they all?
Peter Weller, James Gandolfini, Tom Sizemore, Ron Perlman, Sean Penn, Mickey Rourke were also considered.
So all of them, like,
So basically every Bible actor of the 80s and 90s.
Jeez, wow.
For that role?
Wow. I mean, so you got to think though. It's a Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
He did The Rock, huge hit.
Right.
These guys want to be another Jerry Bruckheimer film.
Okay, go through that list and let's say that yes or no.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is for Cyrus the Virus.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like the main villain, basically.
Yes.
Gary Oldman.
Yes.
Agreed. Tim Robbins.
I can see that working.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if he did crazy enough.
No,
But
I think. Have you seen Jacob's Ladder? That's Tim Robbins.
No,
right?
actually. I've heard good things.
Yeah.
but,
Tim Robbins would have been fine.
Ed Harris.
No.
It'd feel too much like The Rock.
Yeah.
William Hurt.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know that.
I know the name. I don't know the face, so I don't know.
Michael Madsen.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Who's yes.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh.
I think he was in The Wrestler, which came out a few years, like maybe 5-10 years back.
That'd be good.
Yeah, Michael Madsen. Yeah.
Robert De Niro.
No.
Jack Nicholson.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't see him as.
Have you seen One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest?
Yes.
John Nicholson could have done
He might have been too old at this point.
Yeah, that's
though.
what I'm
the
saying.
only thing.
I don't think age really would have mattered with this. I don't. But
Next one's John Travolta.
no.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Kevin Bacon.
No.
Yeah. Bruce Willis.
No.
Agreed. Michael Keaton.
No.
Yes. I love Michael Keaton. Dude.
I love him too, but I don't think he would have done a good job.
He's Batman, dude.
Exactly. He's not a bad guy. Which he can play a bad guy. I don't think he would have done a good job as a bad guy in this role, though.
Alec Baldwin.
No.
No.
Agreed. George Clooney.
No.
No.
That's terrible. Richard Dreyfuss.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss.
Actually, no. Now you say, I can maybe see that.
Because Richard Dreyfuss,
the virus.
well, and he can go from
No,
like
Cole, slow down. You're going like a rocket ship. John Lennon, he died. No, Cole, not funny.
That's the second time we've referenced that movie.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, I need some new material.
That's fine. I hope it continues.
Cole.
James Gandolfini.
No.
Tom Sizemore.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It would have been a different movie, but yeah.
Ron Perlman.
Yes. Different
No.
movie, but yeah.
No.
Okay.
Sean Penn.
No.
Mickey Rourke.
Yes.
Maybe.
Did we say Mickey Rourke?
What do you mean?
Didn't you say Mickey Rourke earlier?
No, because you said the wrestler.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke's in the wrestler.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's right. See, I names and stuff. I'm so bad.
It's so bad. So that was that trivia. According to Danny Trejo, there was a lot of tough guy competition on the set.
There were a lot of tough guys on the side.
Yeah, a lot of shirtless.
Yeah.
This movie was definitely homoerotic in some parts. Very homoerotic. Like lots of like sweaty, shirtless.
There was a lot of sweaty, shirtless, guys together. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I'm not hating or anything.
Yeah, I know you're not.
Valley Girl had boy talk, which we discussed.
Yeah.
Watch that episode.
Yeah.
For example, the Danny Trejo thing. For example, when one guy would spit on the floor, the others would immediately try to spit even farther.
I mean, that's what we do, right, guys?
Yeah. In your house. This is weird trivia, and it's written even weirder. So, the American musical artist Kid Rock wrote his hit American Badass on Cage's character in Con Air.
Wow. That's, I don't know.
I don't like that.
I know. Yeah, me either. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, well, there it is.
And that's it. I can only think about that song. Because then The Undertaker used that as his entrance.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just think of like Kid Rock, Undertaker, Nick Cage.
I know. So,
all
right.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the beer first because I feel like that'll be simpler.
Yes.
How do we feel about this?
I liked it. It was a little hoppy, which
I would say very hoppy.
I've compared to all the IPAs.
True.
I've had, this is a lot less hoppy than those, so it's more smooth. Those couldn't really taste the mango.
Yeah, agreed.
There was a little bit of maybe a fruitiness, but yeah, no. Oh,
this was Heretic,
no mango.
Juicier Than Thou, New England style India Pale Ale with mango.
3.5.
I might do less than that.
Yeah, I'm at 3.5.
Is 2.5 right in the middle on Untapped? Which, by the way, follow us on Untapped.
Yes, 2.5 is the middle. It's out of 5. I'm at 3.5 on this. Yeah, see, this on the flavor profiles has passion fruit and tart.
Oh, no.
None of that.
Did you say tar?
Tart.
Oh.
It's like tar. Yeah, no.
You want to drink a new driveway?
It's a little bit of fruit, but you're gonna get some hoppiness to it. But it wasn't a bad beer. It's not. You won't chug it.
No,
not at all. No, this is a beer you can have another one afterwards. It's like there's some IPAs where like, okay, I need something to get the palate difference.
Yeah,
but this is fine. You can do a few of these.
Would you recommend? Would you recommend this movie? And is it in your top 3? Bran Bran.
I do recommend the movie. I would say yes, it's in my top 3, and I would go Valley Girl. This is not any particular order.
Okay. No, you have to do it in order. That's not a sentence that I just said.
I'm starting at the bottom. I'm the third.
Start with the bottom.
Third.
Okay.
I would say Valley Girl. Well, I guess it was going to be the way I was at anyways. Yeah. Valley Girl, Firebirds, Con Air. I'm sorry that The Rock left.
Yeah.
But Con Air
The
took
Rock was
over.
on there very short.
It might change though.
Yeah.
It might change. I'm still really stuck on Valley Girl.
Yeah.
That's my one. It's his first one.
Yeah.
Great freak out. You really got an introduction to who he was and what you're going to see for the next 30, 40 years. Like it was it just really shows you what you're in for. That's why that one's my third. Firebirds, of course, it's fantastic. It's a classic. And The Rock is great, but if I had to do, because it was really now between The Rock and Con Air beat The Rock out.
Okay.
It really did. Because I think he did a fantastic job in this.
Gotcha.
Acting wise, which is surprising because a lot of the ones his acting has always been subpar, but this is really good.
Yeah.
Con Air. Mm-hmm. The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, which one's it going to be?
I think I might go Amos and Andrew.
That's so disappointing.
I know. Here's the thing. It's tough because Boy in Blue is just so
historical.
Yeah.
Farcatcher?
Yeah.
Because like those three, I don't know.
You can do it. You know what? I'll let you do a tie if you want.
No. 3 movies only.
Doesn't work.
Because
I tried.
So, because I was in such a suspense because for me it's Con Air, The Rock, Vampire's Kiss.
Wow. You
like The Rock better than Con Air?
Yes.
Interesting.
You love the freakouts.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I love them too.
It's The Rock. I love, I was gonna say 80s, but 90s too. Action films like Commando and Rambo were just absurd.
Yeah.
And to me, The Rock is that.
It is pretty. It's more absurd than Con Air. Yeah, I agree with that. So
yeah, I'm struggling with my.
There's always next week.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm really gonna have to like buckle down and just.
Oh, and keep talking because I need to look up the next movies.
Yes. What is the next one coming out?
Keep talking.
What's the tagline?
Let's come with that. So, but Con Air.
My tagline?
Yes.
Why couldn't you put the bunny in the box?
Oh, this tagline is not good.
Bran Bran?
No, it's fine.
The actual tagline for the movie?
I forgot there's a dog here.
What is that?
I touched his snout and it freaked me out.
I have mine. Con Air. The serial killer makes sense.
Ooh.
There it is. Boom.
I don't have a good tagline. The actual tagline was, they were deadly on the ground. Now they have wings.
I think I remember that. Wow, that's weird.
Hold on. I feel like
It's,
Con Air, he's got the whole world in his hands.
no, we can do better.
That's also too long. That's too long.
Well, yeah, fucking hold on.
I'm trying my best. Con Air. It's a plane.
That's the word.
Con Air. See it for Nicolas Cage's hair.
Con Air, it's... I had mine. You had yours, Chris. You had yours. Big rig. Con Air.
Prepare for takeoff.
Yeah. Con Air.
No standing in the aisles.
Man, maybe just like Con Air, put your tails in the upright positions.
Yeah.
Con Air, no smoking is allowed. Con Air, turn off your iPads and tablets. God. This was Con Air.
Yes.
This is exciting.
Face Off.
Are you
Dude,
ready?
I mean,
Is it Face Off?
Next movie is Face Off.
oh shit.
That's going to be great.
Followed by City of Angels.
Oh, wow. This is Face Off
What
great.
the
City
fuck?
of Angels? I don't know, boy. John Travolta. Hey, Sandy. I can't wait for John Travolta.
John Travolta playing Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage playing John Travolta.
It's going to be great.
Travolta.
Oh, is Meg Ryan in City of Angels?
Hey, Sandy, I'm a Scientologist.
No, Meg Ryan.
I'm a Scientologist. I was a Battlestar Galactica. It was a horrible movie.
I fly a plane.
Hey.
Oh boy.
I'm sure she
City
is.
of Angels, American romantic fantasy film.
Okay.
But it's got the Goo Goo Dolls in it, so.
Oh, puppy.
All right. Bran Bran really does have to pee.
I do.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, this is Brian.
Chris.
Brandon. If you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hit it. You will see us. You will like us. You will listen. You will watch us.
Oh, this got really aggressive. And we hope to see you then. Bye-bye.